Heavy surf pounds against the basalt cliffs below your window today. The house is cool. The wood stove has burned down steadily to glowing coals. Outside, the wind pushes through the spruce trees, carrying the smell of salt and kelp. Your wool trousers carry the familiar scent of lamp oil, diluted vinegar polish, and sea salt. Your leather work boots slip on with a relaxed familiarity. It's the year 1898. Your name is Samuel Mercer, and you're the keeper of the Trillium Cove Lighthouse on the Oregon coast. Your life is hard. The work is hard. But you've never been a man who allowed yourself to balk at a difficult job for the sake of comfort. The lamp burns, and you keep it burning. The flame is the beating heart of the tower. To keep that lamp burning is your duty. The lamp is useless if the lens is dirty. The lens is useless if the clockwork mechanism stops. The clockwork mechanism is useless if the windows leak salt water, causing corrosion and damage. The station must be attended to. Each day before breakfast, you've already climbed the tower. The great Fresnel lens fills the lantern room like a piece of machinery from the future. Hundreds of carefully cut glass prisms bend a modest flame into a beam visible for miles at sea. Every morning the glass is cleaned. Every brass fitting is polished. Every mechanism is inspected and oiled. The salt and the rust are your constant opponents, but you face them with silent diligence. You drink U.S. government-issue coffee, sometimes mixed with chicory. It has a strong, woody taste that you've grown to savor over the years. Today, you have a loosened handrail to fix, and the flagpole needs a fresh halyard. You use brace and bit, spokeshave, hide glue, and other hand tools and supplies to replace the rotted section of the handrail. You pull the frayed halyard and replace it with a freshly coiled white cotton rope. Last night's wind scattered driftwood across the path leading to the signal house. Your 3 young boys help you clear it when their daily grammar and Bible studies are complete. You spot one window frame that needs repainting before autumn storms arrive. There is a family of sea lions down the shore that may have to be dealt with if you don't intend to replace the whole perimeter fence. The work never truly ends. Tomorrow already has a list of its own. Always something to keep you busy and planning for the next day. You're a carpenter, mechanic, painter, janitor, weatherman, and sometimes you're forced to play the doctor until one is able to reach you from Florence, the nearest large coastal town, for miles. Whatever the station needs that day, you get to see the fruits of your labor daily, and you sleep peacefully. You're surrounded by the forest and the sea, and there are times when you pause, your breath pulled from your body with the invisible hand of wonderment. Supplies arrive only every few weeks. If something breaks, you're usually the one to fix it. And so you learn to treat even the simplest of things, the brooms and brushes, with reverence. By midday, you walk the cliffs, not because they're scenic, that's just an added benefit, but because they're part of your responsibility. You inspect the trails, check for slides after heavy rain, clear fallen branches. You replace a damaged marker on a hidden path. From the headland, you can see fishing boats working offshore. Farther out, a coastal steamer leaves only a thin ribbon of smoke against the horizon. Most of the crews may not know your name, but some do. Some are good friends who you know from your furloughs or errands into the local towns. You aren't opposed to a choice beverage and a good story at a time like that. They all know the lighthouse, and they all owe a debt of gratitude. The Pacific is deadly, and the rocky, jagged coastline has claimed more than its fair share of careless captains. Some afternoons see the weather change. a wall of gray rolling in from the west. The wind stiffens. Gulls disappear inland. Your barometer falls. Nights like this can be unsettling in 1898, but you face the coming storms with a surety that comes from experience. On one such evening, before the sun sets, you climb the tower once more. You can't be certain if the rain is coming, but long months and years have taught you the fog most definitely is. The oil reservoir is topped off, the wick is trimmed, and the clockwork is wound. As daylight fades, you strike a match and the lamp catches, a blooming flower of light. The great lens begins its slow rotation. Out over the Pacific, the first sweep of light cuts through the gathering mist. Your beacon persists. And then, a faint smile appears on the edge of your otherwise subdued expression, a satisfied contentment. You are not famous, you are not wealthy, and you know you never will be. Your name will appear alongside the other keepers in the government ledgers and in the occasional periodical of a local gazette, but that thought has never occurred to you. You serve a purpose. In this tower you have staked your claim. It's a claim of dignity, and in that dignity lies the seed of your contentment. You know this lighthouse better than anyone alive. You know these cliffs as surely as the river knows the bank. You know these tides, these winds, and these waters as well as a farmer knows his fields. As the country grows and men and women flock to these shores to make their place in an uncertain world, there is one thing they can be certain of. The light will guide them home safely. Not once, not sometimes, but every single night. And most days, when your work is finished, you climb down the tower, place your 10-pound tool belt onto its rack, and walk back down the path to a warm, fire-lit station home, where your wife has supper waiting and your children report their daily deeds. Tomorrow will bring another lens to polish and another stair to climb, another storm to prepare for, and another ship to guide. It is honest work, important work, work that requires and rewards skill, discipline, and responsibility. You have enough. The shore is your front yard. The lighthouse is your office. Your family is your treasure. And every day you know that this life, your life, is one you wouldn't trade for anything.
Thank you for taking the time to listen today. These are original stories written by me, the Nomad Scribe. My goal is to tell stories showing the goodness of life and human history. I hope that this story inspires you to live a life of purpose and see the good in the world. If it does, then I have succeeded, at least a little. And I ask you humbly to like and subscribe and turn on notifications. Help me grow this channel, and together we can, perhaps, bring more joy into people's hearts, one beat at a time.